Most people know who Carmelo Anthony is, but a lot of people don't know that he has a son who also plays basketball. So how good is he? It is really common for NBA stars to have kids that also play sports. But however, it's not common for those kids to see the same success and be just as good as their father. But in this story, it's kind of different. Meet Kiyan Anthony, the son of Carmelo Anthony. It's either Kiyan or Kiyan, but for the sake of this video, I'm gonna go with Kiyan, so if I said it wrong, I'm sorry about that. And Carmelo Anthony's son isn't just a kid who plays, he's actually really good and he's determined to be great. He is currently only 12 years old, but don't let that fool you, he's a walking bucket. And here's one thing that is really scary. Even though he's young, he's already starting to show signs of his great potential. And what I'm talking about is that he's showing and showcasing that he has that scoring talent that his father has. Overtime on Twitter even posted a video of him and said Carmelo's son Kiyan is a bucket. So that leaves us with the question, we know he can play, but just how good is this kid? Well, first things first, for a 12-year-old, he can really handle the ball, and not just handle it, he has some serious dribble moves. The way he reads the defense and goes in and out with his dribble moves is really impressive for just being his age. And oftentimes, ball handlers aren't just good at handling the ball, they're good at seeing the floor and making plays. And that is the exact case for this guy right here. He has very impressive court vision, and he's really good at throwing the underhand assist flip pass. He doesn't just create for others, he also creates his own jump shot. Most notably, off of one bounce or one dribble, he's really good at doing that pull up like Carmelo was. Now trust me, I get it, we may have to pump the brakes because in often cases we give NBA stars kids way too much hype and attention because of their last name. And in some cases all this early talent and preteen hype just means they're going to burn out and not live up to their father's expectation. But however, it really just seems different for this kid. Because for some odd reason, he's really not receiving a lot of hype like Bronny James was or even Bryce James. And I honestly think that's a good thing for him to not receive that much hype because he can lay low under the radar and not feel a lot of pressure. And one thing to note about Kiyan Anthony, he has a very smooth jump shot. For most kids at that age, they're not strong enough to have a smooth jump shot, so they have to bend down or lower their arms. However, he does not. So that's a very good upside. Overall, for his offensive versatility, it's very impressive. He has a great jumper, his floater is really good, and he can finish through contact even though he's not that big yet. So overall, for his offensive game, it's really solid. I'd almost give it an 8 or 9 out of 10. And for the defensive side of the ball, he's so young and there's really not too much to say, but if you're athletic, you're gonna be okay on defense. But we don't stop there. Let's go into something that he does behind the scenes. And that is no other than working with his father on his game. There's been multiple videos leaked of Carmelo working with his son all the time and just teaching him his secrets. And one thing we just have to admire is that Carmelo Anthony's putting in work, and not only work, but father-son time with his son. I know that may not seem like a big deal to some of y'all, but believe it or not, a lot of people don't have fathers that actually spend time with them. So this is just something I really admire about Carmelo. And you guys can hate or say what you want. Carmelo, he can score the ball, man. So what's better than having your father, Carmelo Anthony, spending time with you and teaching you how to play basketball? I can't name anything else, man. One thing that Kiyan is really working on and that Carmelo is teaching him is that one dribble pull-up. In high school, you can get away without having a mid-range shot, but when you're in college and the NBA, you gotta have it. And he's also teaching him how to move without the ball and get open, and as soon as you catch it, you let that thing fly. And like I said earlier, you can tell he works really hard on his handles because for just being 12, they're really good. One thing I would like to see him improve on though is his explosiveness in the future, but I know he's still young, so he's got a lot of time to work on that. From what I've seen in a lot of these clips, he attacks the rim really well and uses his body great. So with that being said, if he could just learn how to be a little more explosive off the dribble, he's going to be a major problem. And after watching and going over all the clips I'm gonna put up on the screen for you guys, I really can't come to a conclusion or even quite understand why he's getting no hype at all. Like, if he wasn't Carmelo Anthony's son, I think it should get hype, but the fact that he is Carmelo Anthony's son and he's still not receiving a lot of hype, it's kind of crazy to me. Now I get it, you guys are like, yo, he's only 12, of course he's not going to get a lot of hype. But remember Bronny James when he was coming up at only 12? He was still getting a lot of attention. So I guess I'm really more shocked that he really hasn't seen a lot of attention and hype. But hey, like I said, that's probably a good thing. Kiyan Anthony definitely has the potential to be as good as his father. He can dribble, shoot, pass, score. He can really do it all. And he's only 12. But will he fold under the pressure and not live up to his hype? Or will he prove everyone that he's up next. But hey man, with all this being said, that's about gonna wrap up this video. I know this was a short one, but I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys learned something. If you are new to the channel, what are you doing? Hit that subscribe button and leave a like for more. We are under 1,000 away from 30K. I can't thank you guys enough. I love you guys. Thank you for your support. Hey, and as always, let's be great. I'm out, y'all. Peace.